How's it going, YouTube? My name is Ari and welcome to Blue Lion Finance, a channel that is dedicated to investing in my personal journey to amassing $100,000 with my Vanguard brokerage account. I certainly hope it's not new news for any of you to learn that the stock market has been in an incredibly fragile state as of late. A lot of different market conditions coming into play, causing for a lot of volatility. Now, my account has been anything from up, down, left, and right, and anything in between. Just as of yesterday, my personal account popped up by $1,401.11, allowing my account to now sit at $84,050.07 on the day. In terms of today's video, I want to get into what exactly is happening on that macro level overview, because in just understanding the macroeconomics, we can make better, wiser investment decisions for our financial futures. Then I want to conclude with what exactly I've been investing in, 3 stocks in total, spending a little under $500 in the past couple of days. Before we get going, tap on that thumbs up button and help me grow this channel and get the word out there. Most importantly, if you haven't already subscribed, make your way over to doing so. I'd like for each and every one of you to be on this journey with me. Now, YouTube, let's go ahead and dive right in. YouTube, so let's just get started with a bit of a state of the union, that macro level overview of what's happening in the market, because it's not only about what investment moves I'm making, where my personal account is sitting at, it's more along the lines for me about sharing with you what's happening in the market, how we should be investing, and when we should be investing, because it's most important in understanding that macro level overview to just see how everything really does play an integral part within the markets. So with that being said, let's start off here by talking about Russia and Ukraine, because while there are ceasefire negotiations underway, Russia is still bombarding Western Ukraine and of course trying to take over the entire country. Putin shows really no signs of slowing down, and this is just creating an interesting case because it's leaving a lot of uncertainty there on the table for the entire market. Now, moving right along, we have the Federal Reserve that is due to come out today and talk about interest rate hikes and whether or not they're actually going to be raising those interest rates. I do believe they will be raising the rates. They've been saying they're going to be doing so for a long time now, raising it by at least 0.25%. If they do in fact raise the interest rates, what exactly the investor's mindset will be, I personally believe that investors are going to be on their toes about how this is going to impact the market as a whole. And last but not least, I want to talk about what is happening right now in mainland China, because the news does not seem to be covering it, which is the worst COVID outbreak since the height of the pandemic back in 2020. They literally just closed down an entire city, the city of Shenzhen, which is the biggest manufacturing city, suspending all production, limiting the movements of people unless absolutely necessary. So again, very reminiscent of what they were doing back in 2020. And of course, what's happening over there will inevitably, in my opinion, make its way over here.
Release all of those sounds that are trapped in your mind.
So just be on your toes, be cautious as an investor, but always understand that just dollar cost averaging is the best strategy. We cannot time the market, and it's best to have time in the market versus trying to time it itself. Now, with that being said, what exactly have I been doing over the past couple of days? Well, you better believe I've been doubling down on high quality stock positions, as I always am doing on a week-to-week basis. I want to get into the 3 stocks now I've been doubling down on. The very first stock is Bank of America, ticker symbol BAC. Now, Bank of America, you all already know, is the second largest bank within the United States, as it built itself up after 1998 with approximately 4,200 locations and over 16,000 ATMs. And despite the recent free fall from just about a month ago, where Bank of America stock fell from around $48 a share all the way down to around $41 a share, creating about a 14% change, and in my opinion, a great opportunity to get invested into such a high quality bank. Bank of America still has standout fundamentals, with a market cap sitting at $334.53 billion and a PE ratio coming in at 11.61. Now, looking right into Bank of America's future, Bank of America is well positioned to gain immensely from higher interest rates, as are all banks across the board. And even more exciting news for Bank of America is it's just continuing to deliver through on aligning itself with customers and meeting their needs on a digital front. Now, if you've been following along on my journey, you'll know I just made Bank of America one of my top 10 positions that I'm going to be highly focused on all throughout 2022. I literally just picked up 3 more shares the other day for $124.62, bring my total share count of Bank of America up to 28 total shares. All in all, I'm looking to get this position to 100 total shares, as it's such a high quality bank. Now, I'm very optimistic about Bank of America's future. So too are analysts, with a median stock share price of Bank of America coming in at $51 per share, a high stock share price at $66 per share. Now, until it reaches these prices, we could just kick back and collect on Bank of America's dividend. It's been paying a very reliable dividend at a current dividend yield of 2.08%. Moving right along and talking about our second stock that I doubled down on the other day, we are talking about StarBUX, ticker symbol SBUX. Now, StarBUX is of course a company that I've been talking about video to video, but one that I just added to my portfolio because it is a rock solid dividend investment. It is all about the brand, in my opinion, when it comes to StarBUX. It's not going to be disappearing anytime soon. And I believe during these volatile times, it's a company like StarBUX that has built itself a beautiful brand that is just going to deliver through on dividends and value over time. And they have built themselves a beautiful empire with 33,000 plus locations operating right now in 80 countries. And amidst all of this volatility, of course, StarBUX's stock has certainly taken a bit of a beating, tumbling from $116 per share all the way down yesterday to $79 per share. That is about a 31% change. What a phenomenal opportunity to pick up StarBUX while it is discounted. And in just understanding the big picture of why StarBUX's stock is so beaten down, of course, they faced inflationary pressures, supply chain disruption matters, and now the closure of 130 locations in Russia. However, yesterday StarBUX's stock did pop back up by roughly 5% when they came out yesterday to announce that they have a plan that is not only going to pay dividends back to the planet, but literally continue to deliver value through to shareholders by reducing waste with an initiative on a reusable cup program. Now, this is incredibly exciting because as of right now, 20% of StarBUX's waste is actually stemming from the cups. This reusable cups initiative is not only going to help reduce landfill, but it's also going to reduce their costs, which is incredibly exciting for analysts looking into their future, as they're predicting a median stock share price coming back up to $114.50 and a high stock share price now priced at $135 per share. Now, we could just kick back and relax on StarBUX's dividend. They have a current dividend yield sitting at 2.47%. So yesterday, while it was down, I went ahead to pick up 2 more shares worth of StarBUX for $79.51, spending a total of $159.04, bringing my total share count up to 14 total shares. Now, I'm only going to continue to dollar cost average my way further into a greater StarBUX position because it is such a wonderful company that we can just hold on to and expect it to deliver through on value and dividends all along the way. And last but not least, as I do every single bout of volatility and as I continuously am sharing with you, I went ahead to buy the entire market by way of investing right into Vanguard's Total Stock Market Index Fund, ticker symbol VTI. Now, with this particular fund, we're talking about investing into over 4,000 companies. They all range from large, mid, and small cap companies. You're getting both value and growth plays within it. Now, with this particular fund, the reason why I'm such a fan of it is because you literally cannot go wrong by investing into the broad market. It is a fail-safe strategy. So yesterday, when the market hit its low, I picked up another share worth of VTI for $210.03, bringing my total share count of VTI to 39 total shares, and I'm only going to continue to dollar cost average my way into this particular fund until I had 100 total shares. Again, you cannot go wrong with it, a fail-safe strategy. Now, YouTube, that is it. Between more shares worth of Bank of America, StarBUX, as well as the entire market with Vanguard's Total Stock Market Index Fund, the 3 stocks I've been doubling down on this week, I spent a grand total thus far of $493.69. I personally would love to know what you've been spending money on amidst all of this volatility. Go ahead and drop all those comments below. Also, just let me know your thoughts on where you think the market may be heading in the near future. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your due diligence prior to making any investment decisions following my videos. Before we close out here, tap on that thumbs up button and help me grow this channel. If you haven't already subscribed, make your way over to doing so. Again, I want each and every one of you on this journey with me. Now, YouTube, until the next video, I will see you all there.